Back at Capure, the group are brought outside to practice what they've learned about communication and working as part of a team. This afternoon's activities are led by adventure instructor Hugh.
You're going to be doing things that are using team skills, all right? So basically, you're going to be working together as groups. We're going to have
the significance of the Crypto Factor games is all to do mainly with teamwork and using some of the skills that they've been given over the last couple of weekends, and particularly with communicating.
So try and do it without saying anything, all right? And I want you to line up in order of
height,
hair length.
So actually giving directions and stuff like that by using their body language, and I think that's very appropriate for some folks here. And can people take direction? Can they listen to what's being said, or is it 3 or 4 people talking at the one time and trying to achieve the end result?
Some people can come across sometimes as being quite dominant, but unless they worked as a team here, the exercise didn't work, so they had to all work as a team.
There are a number of items that are all shaped, different shapes. If you put them together, they will form a square. They brought out interaction skills, okay? The opportunity to plan, to listen to each other, to make decisions. A little bit of leadership comes out in some of these things as well, or not, you know. You're never sure exactly how it's going to work, but you want to facilitate the opportunity for things to happen, you know. Each team is trying to fill their bucket with as many balls as they can. The only time you can touch a ball is when you are putting it into one of your team's gutters. Now, each person on the team gets one of these. Move your feet. No, going to go around the post over there. Don't move. I'm going to be hard. Keep. They all got to go back. Back. Start again. Balls up. I'm playing the gutter ball. Paul just picked up the gutter, threw it down. I'm out of here. I've had it. I'm not doing this anymore. I've tried it. You know, I'm sick of this.
Paul decides to pull out of the afternoon's activities. The pressure of looking for somewhere to live and becoming a father are a lot for an 18-year-old to carry. He heads back to the solitude of his house. When he lived on the streets, he also had a safe haven.
This is where they can stay away in town. They can just chill out and alone, they bother me, just leave me alone. Like, this is my safe place, like, I can come here during the day or at night time, and there'll be never anybody else. I was staying here when Peter McFerry took me in April. I was like staying here like every night. It's bad out here, like if you get caught like on the slide, that's it. You could end up dead tomorrow, like, if you hadn't got a place like this out of the way, out of town and all. You could be asleep somewhere and just load the gang you up, just locked out the face or the elbow. Just kick the face out if I'm not, just for the laugh, like. That's the worst, like, of it. Because you're asleep on the streets, they think they're better than you because they have a gap. Like, I'm on the streets since I'm 14. All I know now is the street life. Do you know what I mean? I don't know any of the life. But all I knew before, like, I actually copped on was shoplifting every single day just to get food or get clothes or new runners. I didn't care, do you know what I mean? But now I do, because I want it, because the child now coming along, I just don't want to be in the life anymore.
Paul has the opportunity to improve his reading and writing on this course, which would improve his life. Now his disruptions within the group may result in him leaving the course. He can't afford to do this for himself or his son. The tutors decide to go down and speak to Paul.
I only seen him on the Sunday. Then I had to leave him again. He's starting to smile, he's starting to get excited, you know, when he's smiling. I've been missing all that coming down now. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've been snacking at my man, my dad, I don't talk to my man that way.
And do you think maybe then coming down, is it too much for you then, Paul?
It's far too much for me. You know what I mean? I woke up this morning and I said, right, I'll get on with it. You know what I mean? And it only takes the least little thing to set me off. You know what I mean? And then when I do, I just get all annoyed and I don't want to do harm.
Paul has a lot going on, and being here for the weekend, he's missing various different things, and I suppose Paul's at a stage in his life where a lot has happened very quickly. He's a new dad, he's now involved in this series, he's trying to focus on his education, and I suppose his attention might be divided in so many areas that it's very difficult for him to concentrate on one area. You can take time out, maybe come up at 3 o'clock and see, and tomorrow, but if you decide, gosh, you know what, maybe it is getting a bit much, maybe looking at it again. With any group, it is important that one person doesn't become the whole focus of the group. That's one of the things we looked at in week 1. There has to be a group contract. It has to be something that the group agree with, because when you're working, we're not working individually, they are working as a group.
The rest of the group head out for a walk in an attempt to relieve the tension of the afternoon's earlier activities. Meanwhile, Paul continues to take some time out to contemplate the decisions he faces.
I think Paul came down Friday. I know it was Paul on the bus was very quiet. Actually, I didn't even think he was on the bus till we were just near Capure. I could see in his eyes there was something on his mind, so I think things just got on top of him.
I did approach him and I said to him, you know, Paul, I said, there is another 10 of us here. I said, and we are all on your side, and you can talk to any one of us. Take us one side if you feel like you want to talk.
When Paul was missing for class, I felt we were all going to miss out on something because the fact that Paul wasn't there. Now, whether you do nothing in class, it's irrelevant. It's just the presence in itself creates that little bond that we started out with, you know, at the first week. You know, we were all nervous, we all didn't know what each other, and then when you got to know somebody, and if you just take one of them away.
The afternoon walk is the subject of a creative writing class in the Belfry. After some time out, Paul decides to rejoin the group.
You know, we've been practicing capital letters, we've been practicing full stops, we've been practicing putting stuff into sentences, and now you're seeing things happening that you couldn't do before that you're able to do now. So who would like to start off by reading out their piece? Great, thanks, Olive.
It was lovely to go walking today, to see the beautiful roaming hills in the distance, and to feel the leaves underfoot, the skeletons of the trees, so mystical with mist-like blankets surrounding all the trees. Peace and serenity I will always hold dear to me.
I didn't think I'd be feeling as confident. Maybe I'm getting so much out of it as I am getting out of it. So I actually have a flair for it now, which I didn't even think I could write a sentence. So I actually like it, and I'm a good writer. And before I would have said I can't write. It's like I can't spell. I wouldn't even make an attempt to spell.
I was hoping to get a sight of a deer, but alas, not this time. I am back in class now and trying to get down what I felt and saw.
I'd like to start writing a bit, you know. Maybe try my hand in a bit of poetry or something, songwriting or something like that, which I would never have attempted before because of the spelling. I wouldn't be able to read my own writing, you know. When it comes down to it, you've got to want it, you've got to help yourself, you have to get out there. You can go for adult education in any community in Ireland. It's there. Nala will find a place for you to be educated, but you have to want it.
Listening to the sound of running water on the river, the peace you feel within yourself. I think it is nice for the brain to settle with nature. I just hope the rest of us felt the same. So as they say, it's nice to be with nature. Thanks, Andrew. Excellent. Fantastic.
Like Paul, the motivating factor in Andrew's life is his son, Ross. Andrew has always tried to encourage Ross and his self-confidence. When Andrew decided to start the course, like many teenage kids, it was difficult for his son to understand why his dad was going back to learning.
He's probably trying to think, well, why is my dad going back to school? Is he nuts or what? You know? So through talking to him in the last week, I think there is a little bit of a change. I think he said he was proud of me going back to school, but I think now he understands a little bit more.
Trying to have another go in the desert, it happens brutal.
Ross just turning 14. Apparently he got assessed last year, the year before. He has a slight little bit of dyslexic. Wouldn't be as strong as mine. So it's great to see that in the education system nowadays, that a child of his age could be spotted. Whereas in my time, it just walked by us, you know, so it can be caught and it can be dealt with. And it can help other people as well, because there's so many ways of learning. If you can't learn one way, they can learn you another way. There is apparently a genetic in dyslexic. It follows through the genes, and it's more strong on the male side than it is on the female side. So it's kind of like hereditary. So Ross would have probably inherited it from me. So I'll have to apologise for that, son.
Andrew, the parent, has dyslexia, and his son has dyslexia. I mean, depending on how you view it, it could be both an opportunity or a conflict. It's how you handle the challenges that life gives you. And dyslexia is a challenge. And how does Andrew role model that for his son and saying, well, son, I have dyslexia, and this is how I went about it. And his father, his son could look up to him and say, well, Ginny Mac, Dad, yeah, you did it. And he's done that for his son. He's now shown the road and shown the way, how his son can conquer this.
It's Saturday night at Capure, and this weekend's special guest is Eurovision winner Paul Harrington.
I was 16 and so were you, and we lived next door on the avenue.
Tonight's sing-along is an opportunity for the group to bond, and also for them to build on their communication skills and their self-confidence.
All we did, listening to those songs on the radio.
Well, it's nice over the weeks for people to shine with their various different talents, and anyone who's particularly musical or likes to sing, it'll be a great opportunity for them to show that off tonight.
Singing songs and telling jokes in a nightclub.
I think what I got out of the course so far is my confidence is built more, and I didn't try to read out loud, but I have to do that.
Be a falling leaf at the dawning of the day.
On Grafton Street in November.
No one will ever have a voice like Leo Kelly. He's my favourite singer. My family used to buy the plays every week when I was a child growing up. And cows, I used to get them and put them up, and cows, I claimed them as my own, you know.
The wires of passion's play.
You leave us with the magic in your voice, the love of your songs, your lyrics, your poetry, one's own interest, the power in your voice, the things you choose, your expression, your feelings, your determination. You cultivate the people of our land, your land, Ireland. A tribute to Leo Kelly, poem by Vincent Gaffney. It took me 4 weeks to write the poem. That was just leaving the paper on the table with a pen and a dictionary. And as I was doing other things and going out and getting groceries, I kept coming back, and it was more determination than anything else, you know, that I wrote that poem. When I started showing other people and they were telling me how good I was, I felt really good with myself, you know. I really achieved something here, you know. I'd done something that I didn't think I could do, you know.
On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now.
If we could find, say, evening classes on creative writing, we'd do it. And the way I was thinking during the week, if we can do that in here, and I go on a course, like a creative course, I'd be able to push myself a lot better, you know, that be further, you know. And God knows what'll happen, you know, down that road, you know.
Made of clay, when the angel will, the clay he'd lose his wings at the dawn of day.
If you would like to improve your reading, writing and numeracy, call the National Adult Literacy Agency on free phone 1800 2020 65. That's 1800 2020 65.